Love Between Deadlines, the office romance that changed everything. Loveth had always believed that work and love should never mix. After years of struggling to find a stable job, she finally got an opportunity to work as a marketing assistant in a large company located in the heart of the city. The tall glass building represented everything she had worked for: success, independence, and a fresh start. On her first day, Loveth arrived early, dressed neatly and holding her notebook tightly. Standing in front of the building, she whispered to herself, "This is my chance. I must not mess it up." Her goal was simple: work hard, stay focused, and build a successful career. Love was the last thing on her mind. That morning, her manager introduced her to the marketing team. Among them was David, the team leader. David was calm, confident, and respectful. Unlike many managers, he wasn't intimidating. Instead, he had a warm smile and a gentle voice that immediately made Loveth feel comfortable. "Welcome to the team, Loveth," he said kindly. Loveth thanked him politely, but inside she reminded herself of the rule she had made before starting the job. No office romance. The first few weeks were challenging for her. The workload was heavy, and she had to learn new systems quickly. Sometimes she stayed late in the office trying to complete difficult reports. One evening, Loveth sat at her desk staring at her computer screen, frustrated and confused. David noticed her struggling and walked over. "You've been working on this report for hours, haven't you?" he asked. Loveth sighed and admitted she didn't understand the task. Without hesitation, David pulled a chair beside her and patiently explained the process step by step. Within minutes, the complicated report suddenly made sense. Loveth smiled in relief. "Thank you, you just saved my night." David laughed softly. "That's what teammates are for." From that day forward, they began working together more often. What started as a professional relationship slowly grew into a genuine friendship. They shared ideas during meetings, helped each other during stressful projects, and sometimes talked during lunch breaks about life beyond the office. Months later, the company received one of its biggest marketing projects. Everyone in the department had to work late to meet the deadline. One quiet evening, almost everyone had gone home except Loveth and David. The office was silent except for the sound of their keyboards. Suddenly, the lights went out. The entire floor became dark. Loveth gasped nervously, but David quickly turned on his phone flashlight. For the first time, they stopped talking about work. Instead, they talked about their dreams, struggles, and personal lives. David shared how he had failed many times before becoming successful. Loveth opened up about her fear of always needing to prove herself. David looked at her and said something that touched her deeply. "You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You're already doing amazing." That quiet moment changed everything. Slowly, without realizing it, Loveth began to develop feelings for him. But she kept reminding herself that the office was not a place for romance. Meanwhile, David had also developed feelings for Loveth, but he respected her too much to make things uncomfortable at work. So both of them kept their emotions hidden. Then one afternoon, shocking news spread across the office. The company was opening a new branch in another city, and they needed an experienced leader to manage it. Everyone believed David would be chosen. When Loveth heard the news, her heart sank. The idea of David leaving suddenly made the office feel empty. Later that day, David approached her desk and asked to talk. "I might be transferred next month," he told her. Loveth forced a smile and congratulated him, but inside she felt heartbroken. For the first time, she realized the truth. She didn't want him to leave. A few days later, David asked Loveth to stay after work. The office was quiet again, just like that night during the power outage. Then David revealed something surprising. "I refused the transfer," he said. Loveth looked at him in shock. "Why?" she asked. David looked into her eyes and replied softly. "Because coming to work stopped being just about work. It became the best part of my day because I get to see you." Loveth felt tears in her eyes. She had been hiding the same feelings for months. Finally, she admitted the truth. "I didn't want you to leave because I love you." David smiled with relief and happiness. From that moment, everything changed. They chose to keep their relationship respectful and professional at work, but their happiness was clear to everyone around them. Because sometimes love doesn't appear in fairy tales. Sometimes it grows quietly. Between deadlines, late nights at the office, and simple moments shared between two people. And sometimes the place you least expect becomes the place where your heart finally finds home.